Hi, I'm Pamela Salzman. I'm so glad you're joining me in the kitchen today. In today's cooking class, we are going to be doing one of my most popular slow cooker recipes, but we're going to convert it for the Instant Pot. So this recipe is called slow cooker chicken tacos, but in the Instant Pot, it's obviously going to be way faster. What's so popular about this recipe is the fact that there is minimal active cooking time, meaning like you don't do very much and then you let your appliance do all the work. So Instant Pots are super popular right now because they just allow the home cook to come home at the end of the day and whip something up pretty quickly. So I'm also going to give you just some tips about the Instant Pot as we go along, but let's first start out with our ingredients. You're going to take whatever kind of boneless, skinless chicken that you like. I'm going to use a combination of white meat and dark meat, but you can go all dark, you can go all light, it really doesn't matter. I honestly do prefer the dark meat over the white meat. I just think it's tastier and it stays a little moister, but up to you. So you're gonna put that in your Instant Pot, and then on top of the chicken, you're gonna add some flavors. I like to use chipotle powder, just a little bit because it's kind of spicy, some chili powder, some cumin, some minced garlic, salt, and pepper. And then on top of that, we're gonna add in some salsa. Use whatever you have, use whatever you like. I like to get this fresh pico de gallo from my supermarket because it's just really tasty and fresh and there's no preservatives or additives, but literally use whatever you have. Then we're gonna close the lid on the Instant Pot and we are going to press manual. I like to use the pressure cooker, the settings that I want to use and the time that I want to use. I don't go for the pre-programmed settings. So I'm going to set this to manual for 9 minutes. That is the perfect amount of time for this quantity of chicken. If you are doubling this recipe, this is where the Instant Pot gets a little tricky. You also need to add a couple of minutes of time. Okay, so if you're gonna make 4 pounds of chicken, for example, I would actually increase the time to 11 or even 12 minutes. Whereas in a slow cooker, you don't add time. You could double, triple, and you're pretty much gonna cook it for the same amount of time. Okay, once you hit manual and you press the amount of time that you want, then the machine will slowly convert to the word on. That is your indication that the Instant Pot is now converting to pressure. So you have to build pressure before you start actually cooking what's inside. And that's what sometimes throws people because this is not technically a 9-minute recipe. You actually have to wait for the machine to come up to pressure and then it starts cooking down from 9. The more food you have in your Instant Pot, especially liquids like soup or if you're making beans with a lot of water, the longer it will take the Instant Pot to achieve pressure. So just keep that in mind when you're factoring that into your dinner. Okay, so once it hits on, we'll wait for it to achieve pressure. You're gonna then see the number 9 and then the machine starts cooking and counting down from 9. And then when it gets to 0, it will beep again and then it converts to kind of a warm setting. But at that point, then we have to release the pressure. So we're going to flip this valve from sealed and then we're gonna go over to venting. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. You have to factor that time into cooking this chicken as well. It should only take about a minute or 2. And once we flip it and allow all that steam to escape, then you'll be able to open the machine. Okay, opening the machine now. And we're going to shred the chicken. You can shred it directly in the pot. You could shred it in a bowl. You can put it on your cutting board. But look how fork tender this is. It's amazing and everybody's going to love it. This can also be the base for a lot of other recipes. You can use this for enchiladas. You can put this on a bowl. You could use it in burritos. You could add it to like a Mexican inspired soup. Or obviously you can use it for tacos. So this will have a lot of uses for you. It's healthy, it's delicious. I'm telling you, you're gonna make it once a week. All right, hit me below with comments if you've got any questions, if you have any questions about substitutions, whatever you want, or tell me how you are enjoying these chicken tacos. I'll catch you next week, back in the kitchen.